Lap 5 of 10 for the second race from Pukekohe for the Suzuki Swift Sport Cup, and this battle rages. Cody McMaster, the reigning champ, second in the championship last year. William Bamber. These roles reversed from yesterday, where it was McMaster really working on Bamber.
It was indeed, and I think young Bamber's trying to find just a little half a squeak of an outside bit of gap there on that hairpin, so that he can come down the inside, come up over the hill. It's the only way really he's going to get past him. But look, it's incredible really the speed of these three here and the closeness and the level of experience that these three drivers have got. They're doing a fantastic job. Very, very committed.
So Ben Dallas, he just lost a little bit of ground up the front straight, but he's right back on the back bumper of William Bamber out of Castrol. This all-important corner at Pukekohe, and as we've been saying throughout the weekend, pretty much just two corners at this place, but you've got to get those two corners absolutely right.
Absolutely dead right. And the important one is around the Jenny and Holmes corner. You've got to be able to carry some good speed and you've got to pull the car up so that you can get a good line onto the back straight. You know, if you're 3 or 4 kilometres down there, it'll end up in being, 10 kilometres down at the end of the back straight. So someone's going to go by you if you drop that much speed.
Oh, there's a battle here now. Ben Dallas might get the crossover. No, he pulls back. I just thought he may have slipped up with Bamber, trying that wider line off the exit. 3 wide behind them with the battle for the 6th, 7th and 8th positions. There's Matt Gibson under pressure from Scott Harrison.
He's just really looking to be door handle to door handle coming out of that hairpin, and if he can hang on to him all the way around the outside of the first left-hander, he'll have the line up over the hill. So that's what he's working on. I think he's worked out how he's got to get past it. Just got to really pull it off now.
Lap 6 of 10, and Ben Dallas has lost a lot of ground there on that lap, maybe struggling for exit speed off the hairpin. That's probably a pretty critical place on the track to try and gain time.
I think too, he gets pulled up a little bit just by the battle in front of him. He loses his line, which just knocks a little bit of speed off, and that just hurts him. Really, he's just got to work that little bit extra harder to get back onto them.
So watching the battle, race 2 for the Suzuki Swift Sport Cup from Pukekohe, the Fujitsu 200 weekend, the opening round of the Motorsport New Zealand Premier Championship Series. 5th and 6th going through, so we've got 2 separated groups inside the top 6. Running in 7th, Sean Lawrence, an incredible effort.
For the level of experience that some of these young drivers have got, they're doing a fantastic job. But I think you have to say, the cars are very, very good to drive.
I think that was
everything very well.
Mike Turley just running off in the background as Matt Gibson has made the pass on Scott Harrison. Scott Harrison, sorry, has made the pass on Gibson. So here's the replay. Oh, it's getting pretty tight at the front, and you can see just there Harrison now in the 4th position. There's Mike Turley going off in the background. So the battle rages at Pukekohe. Lap 8 of 10, 2 to go. McMaster, Bamber, Dallas, Harrison, Gibson, Dunkley, Sean Lawrence, famous New Zealand motor racing name. Dad Graham will be in the pits. He'll be enjoying this.
Yeah, I talked to him yesterday and just said to him there, it's incredible. Here we all are, how many years on, and the whole next generation of drivers is upon us.
There's contact there. It's off the kick. Bamber's on the grass. Little bit of contact. He's trying to force his way through.
Now he's running out of laps, so it's time to really have a go. Well, there you go.
Ben Dallas, that's a big move. That is a big move.
Very big move.
He may be able to stay there. This will be interesting. He's got the inside line, has he?
Yes, he has. There you go. He's now, if young Bamber can just stay out there, he might just retrieve the situation.
And they've managed to do it. That's great side-by-side racing. And McMaster, out of all of that, has just gained about 3 car lengths.
It's great to see them just give each other that little bit of space as well. It's so easy to, to bang doors hard.
Yeah, a little bit too early in the season to be really trying to do that. We saw a little bit of that yesterday with some of the classes. Dallas had a half look up the inside into Castrol.
They're definitely using a lot of that left-hand curve here, that's for sure.
So here's a replay. This is on the back straight at the kink. There's the contact. He's got 3/4 of the car on the grass, doing probably, close to 200 kilometres an hour?
Exactly.
Great battle developing here. We saw the battle behind these guys. Sean Lawrence battling with Mark Spring for 7th and 8th. Bamba pulls out of the draft again. They're 3 wide and behind them for 4th, 5th and 6th. Dallas is not quite close enough. It's Harrison, Gibson and Dunkley battle for the minors.
I think young McMaster's just took Bamba wide there, knowing I think he's got control of the situation here now. So unless he makes a mistake, the result's probably not going to change.
Here's 4th, 5th and 6th. Back down to the leaders, McMaster and Bamba. They've got some separation now between themselves and Dallas as the last lap board is out at Pukekohe. 1 to go. Race 2 for the Suzuki Swift Sport Cup. Over the track cam, McMaster will be using all of the track. How defensive will he be down into the hairpin this time? Let's see if
his line into the hairpin now, this will be interesting to see, and I'm not sure young Bamba what he's going to do now, but
Scott Harrison's got a little bit of a break on Gibson, but he's drafting there with Dunkley. He may get to them under brakes. As Bamba again goes to the outside.
Oh, he has a bit more speed on here. He's got half a chance here.
Big lunge under brakes. As you said, Neil, McMaster with the control.
Yes, he's just taken him out and just slowed his line down. So
Cody McMaster in the wing of Suzuki. William Bamba in the LG, ZM. Suzuki chasing him down. Well, they had some issues in race 1 with penalties for jump starts. Certainly haven't heard any calls on race radio, and it's going to be Cody McMaster taking his first win of the weekend, the 2-time and reigning champ, just on the line from William Bamba. 3rd will be Ben Dallas after a game effort, and Scott Harrison, series rookie, great effort for 4th position ahead of Matt Gibson and Alan Dunkley. But there's your victor, Cody McMaster. That was pretty clinical. He did that very, very well.
Yes, he controlled that race right from the start. It's going to be a great battle as the season goes on between these two drivers, and I think you'll find that as the season does go on, there'll be a couple more join this race at the sharp end of the stick here. It's going to be a fantastic class to follow this year.
So there's the top 3 from Pukekohe for race 2 for the Suzuki Swift Sport Cup. Cody McMaster, William Bamba and Ben Dallas. That's all the action from the Suzukis for race 2. Frenetic opening laps. AJ Lauder and Grant Ryan disputing territory out of the hairpin. Sam Robinson went off at the hairpin as well onto the grass. He continued on. Classic 3-way battle for the lead between McMaster, Bamba and Dallas. A little bit of contact at times. But as I say, with One Mate Racing, Rubbings Racing. In the background, Mike Turley went off. Then there was this moment on the back straight, a big time speed between McMaster and Bamba, trying to use all the track. But at the line, Cody McMaster victorious in race 2. So the results for race 2 for the Suzuki Swift Sport Cup. Cody McMaster, his first win of the weekend, closely followed by William Bamba by just 1/10 of a second. Ben Dallas 3rd, Scott Harrison 4th, followed by Matt Gibson and Alan Dunkley making up the top 6.
It was a great race. Started from the front row on pole, managed to get off the line pretty good and led from start to finish, so it was a great race. The car was going excellent. Had a lot of pressure from Will throughout the race and managed to hold on, so it was a great race.